Welcome back to the Manic Minds podcast. I'm Sean, joined by Brandon, Corey, and Cody. And today we're talking about, or we're ranking some horror movies. So, short, sweet, to the point. I mean, you guys got
Beautiful.
anything?
So yeah, to make this easier, well, not easier because that's pretty freaking easy, but uh Sean asked us for a list of horror movies. Some I don't know how many um that we all have seen, because we've all watched movies, obviously. But I don't watch as many as you guys, so I don't know how many that I'm gonna know or how many everybody's gonna know. It'd be fun to see that list, but we did see the list, a little bit of the list anyway. There are some that I'm sure we'll just kind of ramble on about for a long time,
And
and some
I
that I'm
feel like
excited to talk about too.
some of the ones we're all going to probably agree they're probably the top of the line, and other ones we're probably going to agree that they don't need to exist.
I can't wait till we get to that chaos too.
All right.
I've been wanting chaos for 2 weeks now.
Just come to
It's
my house. It's nonstop chaos.
It's happening somewhere in my life.
All right. Are we ready to get into this, or we got anything else to say first?
I'm ready.
All right.
John's got a list. He's going to share a screen. Oh, tier list.
All right. There's no particular order. It just whatever they uploaded in. So
Fine.
Pick random, snag one.
pretty much.
Just start at the front and work your way back. Yeah.
All right. We got Signs, M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot I put that one on there too.
There's only one good part in this whole movie, anyways. Maybe two.
Signs. I'm kind of glad we started this one because this was when it came out, and I forget when it came out. It was ranked like the scariest movie of its time. And only one part, like 2 seconds of it, made me jump.
The fingers through the door?
Yeah. That's it.
There was another good part where he's like, swing away, and he hands him the bat, and dude starts wailing on the alien. And the bat's not even what
Swing away.
damage. It was a spilled cup of water. Like, so yeah, just die already.
How are you going to go to a planet that's 70-something% water if that's your only weakness?
And be afraid of or be deathly in water.
Exactly, John.
Yeah, it can either be meh or just die already. Which is
so yeah, I'm saying
F
meh
tier.
or just die already.
Yeah, I'll throw it in meh for now.
The only reason I would put it in meh, it would be because of the Scary Movie remake made it so funny. It was hilarious.
It provided some gems.
Where the officer's hat just kept getting bigger every time it cut back to her.
We're barely fit in the car.
Yeah.
Rex Simon was a beast in that movie. But the
just-
problem is he wasn't in Signs. That's why it's so low.
All right.
Next.
Got the original Halloween from 78.
I was never a big fan of the Michael Myers series, so this is on you guys.
They're decent, but I never really got into them too much, so I'm gonna go with just die already.
Yeah, they're decent, but they're all pretty much the same.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm with Brandon. Just die already. Like it's almost like Fast and Furious. Like, come on, end the series already.
Knock it off.
At the same time, though, this was the original. This was the one of the few movies that started the whole slasher genre.
Is it black and white?
No.
Okay, they're lucky.
Because
Because I would have cut that movie out of existence already.
Wow.
I'm just not a fan of even the killer Michael Myers. Don't like it.
He's the most human person, but he cannot die.
Crush someone's skull with his hands. He's an Olympic athlete when the cameras aren't on him. Like,
I mean, the new ones, he's in his 60s and he's still like Olympic strongman level. Just
exactly. It's just it's overrated for me personally. I get where there's a cult following in the whole series, but
All right.
To start the whole slasher movie, you do have to give it a little bit of props, but
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
I think Kills 2 Hours is the greatest category. It's on, but you don't have to really like pay attention if you don't want to.
I'm down.
Even if you don't like it, you can respect its place.
I know people that
Yeah.
get tattoos of this movie, of this serial killer.
Yeah.
This fake.
Personally, I will say I love the artwork on this. I wouldn't mind getting a tattoo of this artwork.
It is dope artwork.
But all right. One of the ones Corey picked out, White Noise.
Ooh, I love this movie.
Personally, for me, this scared, especially at the age I was at when this came out and I was watching it, scared the ever living shit out of me. I'm sure if I watched it today, I'd think it'd be stupid, but
Yeah.
at the
I
time,
haven't seen it in a while, but I remember liking it when it came out.
Michael
I-
Keaton,
Oh yeah.
better than Jack
See,
Frost. Better than Jack Frost.
I don't even care if this goes on the board. I just wanted this to be like an honorable mention because of exactly it brought back those. It wasn't as scary now as it was back then, but it was such a good movie. And it literally like nothing happened in the whole movie until the very end when he gets taken away by the static people. I don't even know what they were.
Yeah, it was weird. It was out there, but at the time, we didn't even know what we were watching half the time.
Yeah, but it's just that white noise sound put into a horror movie made it.
I'm
so
down
much
for kill
creepier.
2 hours or meh for this one. As much as I love it,
I got to go at least kill 2 hours.
I think we can do that because I'll have to rewatch it again because I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember really liking it.
Did you ever watch that, Brandon?
I'm sure I have. But I haven't watched it in the past probably decade. But
Yeah.
All right, we got the original Jeepers Creepers.
ooh, the OG.
I think I'm going bloody fun on this one. This
Yeah.
one and the second one are really good. Anything else? There's like a reborn Jeepers Creepers now.
That one was garbage.
I've only seen up to 3. I refuse to go any farther.
Yeah, I'm not going any further.
Reborn is worse than 3.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't go that far.
I'm not going. I'm going Jeepers Creepers and 1 and 2, and Justin Long still gets
Yeah.
fucked up and
Justin
was
Long, the
question.
most underrated actor
Oh, yeah.
ever.
He's definitely on that list.
Oh, yeah, he-
Exactly. I to this day I will still whistle.
Jeepers, creepers.
where'd you get
Love.
those?
Oh man.
I
love
can't
how you
whistle, or I
sing
would.
that.
Where'd you get those eyes?
Cody's like, I will tap my foot to that music.
I will hum like a June bug. Like
Yo,
No,
it's got to be. Yeah, I never saw the second one because I didn't want to ruin the first one.
second one was
Second
still,
second one's like it's one of those ones that it's a good popcorn movie. It's fun. It's not gonna really piss you off, but it's probably not as good as the original.
but
See,
that
I
1st
don't-
movie has the best outro of almost any movie ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, where he puts his
just
eye,
working in his little layer, and then you see Justin's long skin suit,
missing his belly button.
and then he just steps in behind the face of it, and then you see his eyes behind it. I just thought that was such a phenomenal ending. As
Oh,
much as I
absolutely.
hated Justin Long dying, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
He's
And it's so-
basically like a skin cutout,
Yeah,
like a life-size cutout.
it's Buffalo
wonder
Bill
if
as a
we could buy
demon.
one.
man.
I wonder if you could buy a cardboard cutout of that somewhere.
Oh, that'd be so creepy. You get flagged just for looking it up.
Yeah, you probably could though. You can buy it.
Oh
online.
yeah, I'm sure.
If
Let's
you were
just
getting
make our
custom
own,
made or
dude.
something. All right. Be cool with bloody fun there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
This I know this was on one of my lists. I don't know if it was on anybody
Mhm.
else's. This is
Classic.
okay.
I gotta go kill 2 hours.
And I would agree with Brandon. Like, I'm not a huge fan of this, and it's probably gonna pick some people off. But like, I'm not thinking about this movie 24/7, or even really at all until you say, "Give me a scary movie."
The only thing that I like was like, here's Johnny. That's it. That's all I fucking remember.
Or where the kid like, there's murder written backwards.
Red
And he's
Rum.
like,
Red
"Red
Rum.
Rum," like his voice just is so annoying and high pitched.
It's raspy but high pitched, and it's
Yeah.
Dude, this movie's a classic. You guys are thinking of it too much like today's horror, where they gotta show the monster, gotta show the blood and the gore. This is a psychological movie as well. It gets deep into your brain.
No, I'm not thinking of it like that because I do like, what's his name? Who's the author? He's Afraid of the Dark.
Oh,
he writes Stephen King.
Oh, I was like,
The most famous.
Thanks to my wife who's mouthing this off screen. She's like, "You're an idiot. It's Stephen King."
I thought it was Stephen Hawking, but you know.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking, the scientist, wrote The Shining.
I mean, technically, you got it right. You just added a few extra letters.
Yeah, but yeah, like I like most of his movies. It's just this one I'm not a huge fan of.
I think it's an absolute classic, dude. I mean, I don't know where we're gonna put it.
I'm fine putting it in classic because I can kind of respect it, but it is what it is. Whatever.
It's a classic that I'll gladly burn, but yeah,
it's the same to me as Forrest Gump is. I do not like that movie.
Oh, I love
like it maybe once.
That's another one I've got to be in the mood for. But I'll watch it, but I'm not going on my way to look at to look it up or
to look at it. When I see it on TV, I'm shutting my eyes.
Remain on, but I won't watch it.
There's some parts I'll remember and I'll enjoy, but like that whole movie is just.
It's a trip from start to finish, though. If you like your first time sitting down watching it, you're just like, "What?" But there's a couple other honorable mentions that I do remember. We'll list at the end that are just like that. I wouldn't consider them horror, but like psychological mind blowers that you could still consider horror.
It's a lot of Stephen King genre.
Yeah.
But remake for Dawn of the Dead.
I gotta go.
I don't remember this, so I'm out on this one.
I gotta go with Bloody Fun.
Because I know I've seen it, but there's so many zombie movies.
Yeah, so this one, there
was a zombie baby in this one.
Yeah, so they get trapped in the mall. They're hanging out in there, and then they're like, "Hey, let's steal a boat and fucking go to the island." And then,
but they build an armored bus to get there.
Yeah,
I love this movie. I love this.
Isn't there a game that's just like that?
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
It's basically Dead Rising is basically a Dawn of the Dead video game.
Yeah.
Especially one. One is
at least the original one, yeah.
But Dawn of the Dead, I'm saying Bloody Fun. I love this movie.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go Bloody Fun. I'm a zombie nut anyway, so there's some zombie movies that are trash, but
there's plenty of them. There's so many zombie movies. There's trash ones.
Yeah.
All right, Drag Me to Hell.
I've never seen it.
I knew not many people were going to see this when I put it on my list. I just wanted to put this on my list. First of all, Brandon, you said you didn't see it. Sean, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen it, Cody?
Yes.
Did you guys like it?
I enjoyed it. The only thing that kind of pissed me off was the ending.
Yeah.
it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of those ones where it's like she didn't deserve that.
Why? Me and Heather went and saw this in theaters. Do you remember Drag Me to Hell? Yeah, she hates it already. At the ending, where she like all of a sudden it's this lady's getting possessed, and she's got a house that's possessed or whatever. In the end, the demon reveals itself and does like this little Irish jig on a table for no reason. Me and Heather walked out of the movie theater after seeing that. Like it's the dumbest thing. We left. 100%. I've never left a movie before. That's the second movie I've left. But
LeBron made an appearance in that movie.
What?
I heard LeBron made an appearance in that movie.
It must have been in the ending because I don't remember him.
There was apparently a goat in the movie.
Oh, that's stupid.
Nobody here would appreciate it, but Corey would hate it.
Oh,
but yeah, Drag Me to Hell. If it's not just die already, I'm flipping this computer.
All right, we'll put it
No,
there.
I thought it was
I
very
enjoyed it for the
overrated.
most part. There was some dumb shit, but I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part. I just
No, it honestly it was good up until that part. Like you threw in the dumbest part, which was the ending.
it's because like I like me personally, I'm a sucker for Sam Raimi movies.
Oh,
Evil
Justin
Dead
Long
and
was
all
in that one
those.
too.
So
Yeah, Justin Long was in it too.
Did he die?
yeah, he played
Yeah.
the boyfriend or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't remember if he died because I never saw
No,
the
he
ending.
he would
but-
he at the very end gives her the envelope that had the cursed button or whatever, like the gypsy curse, whatever the hell. He's like, "Oh, you dropped this in my car." She was supposed to give it back to her corpse or whatever the hell. He gives it back to her. Hell opens up and drags her to hell, and he's
Yeah.
watching her die. So it's a little
Yeah.
fucked. But all right,
That's funny.
Lights Out.
Never seen it.
Oh. Yo, you guys are
Pretty good.
Lights
No,
Out was one of the scariest movies. Probably the second scariest movie that I saw.
I remember watching the short film that it's based off of.
Perfect
It's just
movie for jump scares. Perfect movie.
absolutely 100%. It's like Brandon. Every time your lights would flicker. Okay, so picture this monster only being allowed to live in the dark, and it's coming after you. If you turn the lights on, you're good. But it's always like, oh, my power's going out inconspicuously. Like, so it's like your lights are flashing and the monster keeps getting closer, or demon or whatever you want to call it. It was good. If you're watching any on this list, watch that.
Yes, it's newer. It's the graphics are good. They don't need any high budget graphics in it because it's all like shadow people. But it's like,
and the monster's not like a weird like monster. It's like a demon grudge type girl lady.
Yeah,
thing.
it's like it's basically like an angered spirit, basically.
Yeah,
no,
but
I think
it's really good.
I'd say bloody fun.
I would too, based on the categories. Yeah.
Okay, here's one I definitely did not like. Annabelle.
Just die already.
What?
Annabelle Creation was good, but the original Annabelle was boring as hell to me. There was a couple parts I liked, but it was just boring as hell. For the
I think these people nailed this movie because of all the other movies, they would make this doll halfway through start climbing the walls, and the doll would end up be the one killing people. They made this doll do nothing, and that was the best thing they could have done.
on one hand, yes, but on the other hand, like it could have literally been anything. It didn't have to be a doll. It could have been a friggin' haunted toaster, and it would have the same effect.
Yo,
Right.
I watched that one too.
Plot wise, not saying it would have been scary. I'm saying plot wise, it would have the same damn effect.
I'm just saying, just die
Brave
already.
Little Toaster.
I hate the
Brave
Ed
Little
and
Toaster, the
Lorraine
Haunted.
Warren movie.
Yeah.
What's up, Cody? Sorry.
I hate the Ed and Lorraine Warren movies. I think in real life they were scam artists in the movies
Yes,
they're making.
100%.
The amount of
cares?
money they're making off of their name through
I
all
mean,
these
their
paranormal
the money their
So
families are making,
what?
they're both dead.
They're
What?
just there to entertain you. They're just there to show you the movie. You mad at Disney for making Mickey Mouse because they're making
Yeah, I
money
am,
on it? Like, that's dumb. Just watch the movie or don't watch it.
No, I just didn't like the movies either. I did not like them. They're only. This is the same line that had Paranormal Activity, right?
No,
No,
It's The
this
Conjuring.
is yeah, The
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Thank you.
Which
Conjuring
all three
one.
of
I
the
thought
Conjuring
was
movies
good.
are on this list too.
Conjuring's great.
So
But-
we'll get to those.
Yeah.
There's a
But
couple
Annabelle,
good parts in it, but no, I did not like this movie at all. This is one we went in the theater and seen.
All right.
it's
Are we cool with it kills 2 hours?
I'm fine. I can't go any lower than that.
Yeah, I'm down with Kill. It's 2 hours.
Because
Brandon?
me, like I said, it's got some moments that I like, but I mean, overall, it's just kind of.
So Cody hates it. Sean is in with it. I love it.
So we'll split the
Brandon
difference on that.
Brandon is what?
Kills 2 hours. I like it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me.
I like the Annabelle movies.
So do I.
I like the Annabelle Comes Home was dumb, but I enjoyed it because all the random shit, random like monsters and demons they're thrown at it.
No
But
matter
Annabelle
what,
Creation was
though,
actually, I feel like
I
Annabelle
think-
Creation was probably the best one.
I cannot remember if it was the Conjuring series or Annabelle series, but Carrie and I went to go watch it when we lived in Kentucky, and we went to the movie theater and saw it, and it was like panning over to something, and I think it was like a rocking chair or something of that nature, right? And a couple seats away from me, and they pan over, and all you hear is "Oh shit!" and nothing happened. No jump scare, no nothing. He was like, "Oh, I was just getting." He like audibly was just like, "I thought something was gonna happen."
I love people like that. Yeah.
Everybody, even nothing happened.
They
Everybody
came to the movie scared.
Way to point out the stereotype, Brandon.
Oh,
It was so fucking funny.
all right, we got 1408.
I never saw this. This is the one with
John
what-
Cusack and
Yes.
Yeah.
Samuel L.
the
Jackson.
hotel. Yeah.
John Cusack.
I'd say it's a psychological horror. The dude's an author. He's like a haunted story author or what? Haunted.
A haunted story author.
Yeah.
Corey,
He's,
you don't remember Samuel L. Jackson? I'm tired of these motherfucking ghosts in this motherfucking hotel.
The crossover we never knew we needed.
I mean, if anything, I would go me, but
I love this movie.
I
think
love this
John
movie.
It's a
Cusack
good movie.
made this movie.
it is a good movie.
I've never seen it, so
The most demoralizing part of that movie is when he's holding his daughter in his arms, and she just fucking
Disintegrates.
disintegrates into ash, and I'm like,
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
like,
I like those kind of movies though. Like
Another
like,
psychological
like the
thriller.
Shutter Island like twists and
Mhm.
stuff.
See,
Exactly.
I don't know if
Yeah, I
it's,
want to put this one in bloody fun. That's me.
it's like I don't know if
Okay,
it's
I do
top
too, I'm
tier
with you,
for
Sean.
absolute classic, but I would say bloody fun for sure. I enjoy the movie. I like psychological horrors.
This was one. I think this was probably one of the most successful like Stephen King adaptations.
Oh, it was a Stephen King too.
It was a short story by Stephen King. Yeah.
Nice.
Wasn't Pet Cemetery by him? Stephen
Yes.
King as
Yes.
well? Which I've been eyeballing that motherfucker. I talked about it about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Where do you
And-
see that?
Bottom, right underneath Candyman 1.
We'll get
right
to it.
there.
We got
Oh
a-
yeah.
I know. I've been eyeballing it, and even though we started from top left and we're gonna go, I've been trying to chime in here and be like, can we talk about?
Yeah,
fucking
Brandon
Pet
ain't saying
Sematary.
nothing until we get to Pet Cemetery.
Right.
Be 3 hours and he ain't said a word.
You get the percentage, Brandon's like, "Will
The
you leave me alone?" This movie.
got the original Paranormal
Don't do it
Activity.
if you guys want. I don't care. We're already talking about it.
No,
Well,
just keep going. Just keep
Yeah,
going.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
original Paranormal Activity.
is this the one where the daughter like comes up behind him and fucking snaps his neck?
It's his girlfriend.
No, it's just him and his girlfriend.
Okay, so it's probably the second or third one or whatever.
No, this is the first one that
No, yeah.
just gets a camera. It's a guy and his girlfriend, Micah. I can't remember how they pronounce his
I think
name.
I think it's Mika.
And the girl, her family, this is when Paranormal Activity starts diving in, Paranormal Activity 2 and 3 and stuff. She was followed around by a ghost and stuff as a kid. Come to find out the ghost is still demon, whatever, is still following her around, and they're setting like baby powder out. This is the biggest movie that like boomed this genre of like over the shoulder camera style. I know Cloverfield had done it before, but this boomed like the paranormal version of these movies.
But the demon in that was named Toby.
Oh yeah, that's
was
another,
it? I never knew that.
Yeah,
parody.
I forgot about that. She just reminded me. I'm like, okay, cool. Yep.
I like this
Off
movie.
This haunted house,
Yeah, it is Haunted
Yeah.
House.
dude. That
Yeah.
one was hilarious too.
Oh God.
with
but
the
yeah,
the Wayne brothers.
I
Yeah,
like these
Yeah,
movies,
Marlon Wayans.
but they're only good like the first 1 or 2 times because literally you're just waiting for something to happen, and in this case, it nothing happens until the last 3 seconds of the movie.
And I enjoy the ending of this movie.
It's not bad.
I'm not
yeah.
big
The
on
credits are
footage in
rolling.
general.
What'd you say, Brandon?
Because the credits are rolling.
Yeah.
Did you know there's 2 different endings of this movie, Sean?
I know. I only saw the one that I remember.
What's
before
the
the credits
one you saw?
and then after the credits.
And him
Yeah, two different on whether I
him
turn my
chasing
TV
her
off
out
or
of the
on.
room, and you just waited, hear screaming and banging. He gets thrown into the camera, and then she comes in all possessed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she like crawls up to the screen or whatever.
Has a creepy smile, and then lunges at the camera, and that's it.
Yeah. In the other one, she like walks outside or something. You like
Yeah, I
see
never
her
saw
leave
that.
the house.
Yeah, it disappears.
Yeah.
But I like this movie because it boomed that type of genre. But the first one and two are the only good ones. They start going crazy after that.
Yeah, I think if you, no matter which series it is, the more you make, the worse they're going to be.
Yeah, there's very few where the like franchises where the original one is not the best.
Which
Yeah.
okay, hold up. So honorable mention, it's not on here, and I fucking hate myself for not bringing it up. I don't know if you guys like them or not. The VHS movies,
Oh, nice.
whatever. Like there's like 4 or 5 of them. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, they're still making them.
There's always something happening. It's over the shoulder type deal.
What is it?
It's called VHS. So
It's a found footage series. Like it started out as like an anthology thing. Like there was different stories in them.
yeah.
I've never heard
One
of it.
one of them was like super culty. One of them it was like dealing with like aliens, dealing with possession. Like it was, I don't know. Those movies are good, way better than the paranormal shit.
Yeah,
I think I've seen only the first one, but
No, as of right now, I'm good for at least kills 2 hours. That's probably as high as I would go for it.
I would say meh.
Yeah,
but-
man.
Yeah, let's go meh. It doesn't deserve
It's
a
good. I had to mention it and put it on my list because of it being the first one that boomed it, and it was my favorite one out of all of them that I've seen.
I think either 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 of you guys put this on the list.
Yeah.
It's one of these Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah, I did not.
Okay, then it was you two. Okay.
Say
I didn't even bother making my own list because like a lot of the ones I was gonna put on there, you guys ended up with anyway. So I'm like, cool.
I'd say Scream kills 2 hours.
Brandon's like, let's get to Pet Cemetery.
You're rolling.
You got
But I like Scream. I honestly think they've done it justice with Scream in the future of Scream. I wasn't a fan of it back in the day, but there was an MTV adaptation series that I thought was really well done for Scream. And then the newest 2 movies of Scream that they've released, I thought were really good.
I did too. 5 and 6, like they were made by Radio Silence, the same guys who did like movies like Ready or Not.
And it's kind of cool. They can break the fourth wall at times. If you haven't noticed in the movies, they'll be talking about the serial killer Scream, and then while there's a copycat killer running around as Scream, so it's almost like they're breaking the fourth wall, like talking into a podcast about Scream to its audience, which is the audience is you. So it's a way they can kind of break the fourth wall. I loved how they've done it in the future. It's not the same killer coming back to life. You know what I mean?
I like that they're moving away from the original 3. Like,
yes, and the original Scream was based on 100% true events too.
Mm-hmm. The Gainesville Ripper.
The killer's real name, but
it was the Gainesville Ripper, though. I can't remember his name though.
But yeah, 100% based on true events. And then once they knew they were going to keep going, they're like, okay, we need to make it work if we're going to keep milking people's money. And I think they have. They've done really well.
And in each one, it was like Scream 2 was focusing on sequels and all the cliches with that. And then Scream 3 was trilogies and Hollywood in general. Scream 4 did remakes.
I mean, talk about fourth wall. They literally had a Scream movie. I think it was the third one where they were literally filming a Scream movie within the Scream movie. Yeah.
It was Stab 3 horror, like Hollywood horror.
Talk about breaking the fourth wall. I'm throwing this up absolute classic. Weirdly,
yeah, we need a movie, guys. How about it's a movie of us making a movie?
Yeah.
I love that. I love and hate that they had a Jay and Silent Bob cameo in Scream 3.
Did they really?
They did.
I don't remember that.
They saw Courtney Cox like outside of a studio.
Oh yeah.
They were just standing there, like in character, Jay and Silent Bob. Like,
that's hilarious.
And then
Matthew Lillard is the is the actor that nobody gives enough credit to. I'm not even going to say underrated because he is a great actor and everybody knows it. But to be able to play somebody like Shaggy and then play the serial killer on in the Scream movies.
Okay, so speaking of Matthew Lillard, I don't
Pet Cemetery.
Well, we'll get there. 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was hammy as hell, but he's my favorite part of that movie.
Why is that not on here?
I'm mad at every one of us for not having that on here.
That movie literally terrified me.
Yeah,
I still love that movie. I love the backstories for all the ghosts. And
I still to this day have to watch it when the sun's out. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, there's no
and Monk. Give Monk his role, his props too.
Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah. He went from being a germaphobe to jumping through 90 swinging blades for his family. Like,
but for the Scream for me, it's got to be just bloody fun, or it could be classic though.
I'm going classic. That's my vote.
We can go classic.
Well, we'll throw classic because horror like slashers and that stuff was going downhill in the 90s. They revitalized it and brought it back. So.
Yeah, when you say slasher, that's literally the definition. That's the first movie I think of.
He is the slasher.
Yeah,
the hash slinging slasher.
Damn you, Brandon! I was gonna say it too. I would have butchered it.
I'm here for the fry cook position.
Got the original Saw up next.
Oh, original.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
Two guys in a dirty bathroom.
Another psychological. There ain't much shit that happens in this movie.
A lot of it is awesome. Implied because all that speedy like jump cuts and fast editing and stuff.
That's why I got to go classic. I mean,
they had the best ending ever. For the killer to be right literally under your nose the entire movie.
Oh yeah, and he's like game over.
Yep.
You're like,
I think it's phenomenal.
I love it.
I'm surprised that he's lucky that like no one just kind of broke and just started unloading that gun
or like hitting him.
This dude's already dead. Boom, boom, boom.
That would have ruined some plans. Is all I'm saying.
Or it's like, oh, they want me to saw off my leg. I'll saw off this guy's leg. Trick him.
Trick him. I'm not out of the chains, but
okay? My foot's off. I swear.
Give me the keys.
Give me the keys.
All right, where we want to put this one?
I would go classic. Once they go too far, I honestly haven't seen the one with Chris Rock or
Spiral.
The one with Chris Rock and Chris Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Really? The Magician, the YouTube Magician?
Yes. Yep,
what? I'm watching it now, dude. I did not know.
In that one. Okay.
You'll notice. You'll know him. It's the paint blows up in his face. He's the blue dude, pretty much.
He's in the Blue Man Group. Is that what you said?
I guess like paint blows up in his face or something.
What? I did not know he made an appearance in that movie.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that.
Thank you, Sean. I didn't know it was called Spiral either. I thought it was just going to be called
Spiral from the Book of Saul.
And Chester Bennington was in them too. The Linkin Park was in the beginning of
Saw 3D. He was in the final chapter, I think.
Yeah, was he dead by then?
No, he was still alive.
This was way before he died.
Yeah.
Really?
He was the one that was like glued to the
front seat.
He had
to peel himself away.
Yeah,
he had to peel himself away, or he was going to get ripped off and thrown through a window.
Yeah.
What the? I'm watching this, dude.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember if he was supposed to be like a neo-Nazi or some weird thing. I can't remember what his sin was.
Yeah, I forget what it is too.
Makes
sense.
It was
just cool that they were all there.
Yeah.
It was just a crazy way to start the video too.
Right.
What is this?
We got American Psycho.
Never saw it.
I've seen bits and pieces. I'm gonna go with Kills 2 Hours.
No, absolute I'm gonna fight every one of you guys.
He's putting everything in classic.
Dude, the way Christian Bale plays in this movie, it's half of the movie you can't tell if it's in his head or not.
Yeah, it never like truly like defines like, is this real or is he imagining all this shit?
Dude, it's phenomenal. It's off of it's based on book of like Bates Motel and stuff like that when he gets
No.
older? No,
No, this isn't Norman Bates. It's Patrick Bateman.
I always thought it was the same guy. I always
No, that's
thought they were
Psycho.
looking for the same guy.
That's
I was
just
gonna
Psycho.
say I thought it was just like basically a remake of the black and white one.
No, this
What
is
they
this isn't the that's another one called Psycho.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Jesus.
That's why I put this one on the list because I never seen the old one, but I've seen this one.
Yeah,
And
this isn't a remake.
dude, that's crazy. That blows my mind. I always thought it was gonna be based on Norman Bates's later life.
No, this is Patrick Bateman.
That's fucking.
He's just a Wall Street exec. All right, no, exactly. He's a guy on Wall Street. Just he's basically like faking his whole personality just to fit in, and basically snaps.
It's hilarious, dude. It'll have you laughing while he's killing people.
And if you don't like Jared Leto, he murders him with an axe.
Oh yeah.
This movie.
Is that Jared Leto when he's in
Yeah.
his apartment? He's just talking, rambling on, and
Talking about Huey
he's
Lewis
like
in the
back,
news.
just dancing, putting on a raincoat, dancing with
Yeah.
his axe, getting ready to kill this guy. Like it's
Is
so
that a raincoat?
it's
Dude,
so
what-
phenomenal, dude. I
What's
love
with the raincoat? Wham! Hey, Paul.
I need to rewatch it. I watched it when I was younger, but I just remember this movie. I was laughing every time he was killing someone. I was like, dude, the way they do this movie is so fucking awesome. You
Drops a
don't know if any
chainsaw
of it
down
is
some
real.
stairs and hits her. She's just running away. He's chasing her in his damn underwear with a damn chainsaw. Drops the chainsaw down flights of steps just to impale her on the way down.
Hmm.
It's so
never-
ridiculous, but
Phenomenal.
I
If it's
never
not
watched it.
classic, at least bloody fun because it is fun to watch.
I've never
I'll start
watched the
with
whole
bloody
thing.
fun
so
with
I
that
wouldn't know.
one.
It's hilarious. It's weird that I'm saying a horror movie is hilarious, but it is.
It is though. It's not like I feel like we kind of have some dark sense of humor anyway, so I mean it kind of fits.
Yeah, true that. True.
That's
that.
the way they film those now. You have to add some kind of funniness into it. Like
Because they like there are some really good ones that are just straight horror and no breaks for humor, and some of them are really good, but other ones are just a hard watch. All right, we got Candyman 2021.
I was like, this is the new one,
Let's
right?
do both of them
Yeah.
together. Let's do both of them together, side by side. I don't
Okay, do you
know.
want to start with the original then? The original right
Yes,
next to it.
yes, because I know more of us have seen the original.
All right. Well, the
Tony
original's got to
Todd.
go. The original's got to go to classic with old Tony Todd.
Is that the one where Wesley Snipes was the?
No, it's Tony Todd.
I don't know who that is. Let me. I can picture him.
He's the mortician from Final Destination.
Yeah,
Yes.
he plays the character
Bloodworth.
phenomenal, and that's
Yeah.
why I wanted to talk about the first one first. We all know the lure of Candyman, right? A guy and a girl run
Oh,
off together. They're pretty much chased down, killed, covered in bees.
Or he is.
Well,
Yes,
He is because
She's
it
a
was-
white woman.
yeah.
it was a
and he's a
white
black guy.
Yeah, interracial.
I knew it had to do something with interracial.
Yep. Which and it's funny though because the original Candyman story by Clive Barker, Candyman's white. They changed all of his backstory for this.
Did not know that. That's crazy.
Yep, he's a ginger dude.
Ginger, they turn him into a black guy. That's hilarious.
It's it's funny that they take it from I can't remember if it's the UK to
Sean,
like inner city.
never mind.
Okay.
My
But
bad.
But yeah, we all seen the first movie. I love it. And then the second movie, if you guys haven't seen it,
Mm.
it's like he's going through the motions. He is the killer and he's turning into the original Candyman. I think it's done phenomenal. It's a little bit of a woke movie if you watch it, really. But I think it's really good. Both of them. The first one can be in classic. The second one,
I'm fine with throwing in bloody fun.
yeah, bloody fun or kill 2 hours. I thought it was really good. Even the kids liked it, not knowing what the first one even dealt with.
Because they really like made they really like because like that's not even like technically that's the fourth movie.
That's great. I did not know that.
There was
Even.
Candyman 2, Farewell to Flesh, Candyman 3, Day of the Dead. 3 was terrible. 2 was more of a straight slasher.
See,
So
these
this
are the only two
this is
Candyman I've seen.
they basically did with Candyman what they did with like Halloween and Scream. They basically brought a legacy sequel in like decades after the fact.
Right, good. I've only seen the good ones then.
Yeah. Count yourself lucky. The first one and the new one are probably the best ones. All right, we got Children of the Corn. Another Stephen King.
I like this one. I liked this one like growing up,
Yeah.
but
Scared the shit out of me growing up knowing we lived
Yeah.
near so many cornfields.
yeah, I think it's proximity to corn is whether or not this
Yeah.
scares you.
Which if you live in Ohio, you're screwed.
No, but I like this one. But if it was on now, I'd just be like, maybe I'll turn it on to see if I remember it.
Yeah, I'd watch it to get the nostalgia, but they kind of went crazy with these movies too and went like sci-fi.
Oh, they went batshit insane with the sequels of these ones.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm good with like
That's why I put only I think the first two on my list.
Yeah, I'm gonna go meh.
Or not even the first two, because I think this one isn't even the first or something like that.
This one's the first. I think you just put the first one on the list.
Okay, I do. I was digging through all of them, and I was like, man, I don't even know which one I used to like, but I know it was it had this cover on it. I loved. It had Malachi as the kid.
Yeah, that would be this
That's
one.
the one I specifically remember, so I for sure put that on there. But there was another one I didn't mind as well.
I can't remember which one that is though.
Dang, that's why I couldn't even put it. I was like, there's so many, man. I didn't even know there were that many.
I think there's damn near 10 of them at this point between the remake and
crazy.
everything else.
Some of them just looked awful, like a comic book cover.
They're straight up like direct to sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly. But
put it in man.
yeah, I'll say meh is fine with me, or kill 2 hours. But
Okay.
mainly had to
Descent.
mention it for nostalgia.
Descent. I'm not even talking about this one. This one's trash. I hated the only thing I liked was like the first 10 minutes. Rest of it's garbage.
I actually really enjoyed this one.
I like
haven't seen it in a while.
I like the idea behind it, but
the idea wasn't bad.
the execution was just trash.
There's no other movies with this idea that does it better, other than
Well, because there's no other movies with it that do this with the
No,
idea. You know what I mean?
speaking of this movie, it pops it into my head. As Above, So Below.
That's
Oh,
a
that
good
was-
ass fucking movie.
Great movie. Not purely based on humanoids living underground, have adapted over years to have night vision and
They're
everything
basically
else.
Wendigos. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it basically still has that claustrophobic underground kind of situation. That's the thing that always bugged me about The Descent was like I'm not claustrophobic, but I'm a big guy. I don't do tight spaces because I can't fit.
I think that's what they were banking on. They're like, we're doing a movie. It's going to be close quarters. You know, the camera guy's going to get stuck a few times.
And
Camera
I
guy.
like the original British ending as opposed to the American one. Like that makes it a little bit better for me because like in the American one, she like passes out, wakes up, and finds her way out. Like she survives.
Yeah.
Original, she never makes it out of there. She basically
I was gonna
loses
say.
her damn mind.
That's what I thought. I thought she became one. with the
I don't think it ever
creatures.
showed it actually happening. She was just there. I think she was imagining her dead daughter there with her. But like she knew she accepted the fact she wasn't getting out of there alive.
Yeah.
She was in the car, right? And then the kid fucking was there, whatever, and then she just
It
comes
was her
to
friend. Her friend, yeah, her friend was
Yeah.
there. The dead friend, Juno, the one who
Gotcha.
through the whole fucking thing, like you find out that her friend was banging her husband.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't
so
remember.
weird. Like something like
It's-
that really doesn't need to be in there. Just
Yeah,
was
adds a
scary.
little
It's
bit
like-
of drama.
But it makes her more hateable though. But I mean, like she ended up accidentally like killing one of the group.
Yeah, she
And
came
hiding
came up behind her and
Oh, pickaxe through the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember.
that's why you don't run up on somebody fucking in a stupid situation like that. Like,
Yeah, but like she didn't admit nothing happened. Like she had to find out because the main character found her still partially alive, and she basically told her what happened. But
So I'm mad
Wait.
for this one. Whatever.
I'll
Yeah,
let
I'm
you guys.
down for mad. I didn't know there was an affair in it. that bumps it down.
And it's more of a subplot. Like but it
Infidelity.
just involves the one. It just involves the one human you want to hate because she's the one who set this whole thing up.
Yeah, no, I like the actual, like we all talked about, the concept of the movie. People living underground have adapted, now hunt any warm blood that enters the cave.
It kind of feels like
I like that.
like an underground version of The Hills Have Eyes or something like that.
That's exactly what I thought. Was thinking. Like,
Hills have eyes. They see the sun. They come outside. They have their own houses. They're
That's
more
what I'm saying.
put
It's, like,
together
it's an
than these
underground
people.
version of it.
yeah, just shoot that movie underground. You know, people
True.
that don't look the same.
It's
chasing
like they
somebody.
could. Hills Have Eyes is a sequel when they get more civilized and come out of the cave.
More civilized. Okay. If that's what you were going to call it. All right. This one, next one, the original Hellraiser.
Ooh,
I know
we
this
gotta
one
go.
was on my list, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
I love the original two Hellraisers.
I like the original. The remake they did was pretty good with it.
Oh yeah, with the chick as a Pinhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. That one's surprisingly good. I'm kind of hoping they keep going.
I don't remember too much. Sean, you could fill me in which Hellraiser I have in my memory as a child. But there was a Hellraiser, just like every Hellraiser, whoever is possessed by the cube or is the one forcing to have to sacrifice people to the cube. It was a mom
In the attic.
in the
Yeah,
attic,
in the
and she would
attic.
always like try to sleep with people and drag them up to the attic.
That was the original.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I have in my brain. I like
Yeah.
that.
That's the only one I remember.
It was the main character's stepmom. She's trying to bring back her lover. Her
Mm.
lover actually comes back, but he's got no flesh. So she's got to sacrifice people to this cube to get him flesh to make him human.
He's basically
Okay,
the dude from the Mummy.
Kinda, yeah. But I love this. I love the original one in the second one where she's in a mental institution.
Honestly, I think I was too young to know what was going on when I was watching these movies. But if I were to go back, it sounds like something I would watch.
After that, it went downhill hard quality wise.
The TV show was pretty good.
They had a
Right.
TV show with this?
I was just
Yeah,
saying, I
I
didn't even know that.
I believe it was either Amazon or sorry, Hulu or Netflix, but it was pretty good.
I know they had made a Hulu original one that was the new
That
one they
was-
just came out with, but it was a
That
movie.
one's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a movie, not a TV show. My bad.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, no, that one. Yeah, that
we
one.
talked about. That one is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was
So-
good.
It's got
for
like
me-
they changed the lore. They actually brought back Clive Barker for it, so he actually was involved in the shit.
So for me, this one would be in Kill 2 Hours, but I'll leave it up to you guys.
Down for Kill 2 Hours.
Yeah, that's the lowest I'm willing to go for it. I'm cool with that. Because normally I'd have put it in Bloody Fun myself, but I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. The Invisible Man.
Not
Yeah.
really a good horror movie. It was on my list because I absolutely love the concept behind this movie and the technology used in this movie.
I don't remember this one at all.
Okay, so this one, the main character, the woman, her ex-fiance or husband or whatever is a scientist that works at a lab. He's developing some technology, some cloaking camouflage technology. Pretty much he developed a suit with hundreds and thousands of camera eyes all over. The camera picks up the feed that's in front and behind you and essentially makes you invisible. Projects the images on itself, and then boom, it's like you're looking right through it, but there's something there. You're watching a screen essentially.
And
Yeah.
he's abusive as all hell. She's trying to escape him, and he won't let her. He's basically making her think she's going insane, gaslighting the hell out of her, tormenting her.
I've never seen it. I don't have a vote. So.
Great movie. I thought it was well done.
I did too.
And then the fact that Invisible Man is literally just an invisible man. It's not some spooky horror like ghost or something. It adds the technology there. So you get the backstory of how the hell he's doing it. And it's 100% real. This technology is 100% real. Our military uses it.
It's just like this one was more like science based. The other ones were like the original ones, like the black and white ones, were all science fiction, where it's just like, oh, potion. Now you're invisible.
Yeah. I remember I watched the original Invisible Man when I was younger, and the only the part that stuck into my head is the dude's invisible walking across the crosswalk, and then obviously the car didn't stop or slow down because they didn't see him, and just plows into him.
I was thinking, like, I haven't seen any of this, but why do I remember an invisible guy getting hit by a car?
I may be wrong. It may be an X-Files episode that I'm thinking about.
That's what I was thinking.
I know I've seen that somewhere where you're talking about. I'm not sure. I can't remember where the hell that was at because
I
like
just thought it was hilarious. Like he's in a crosswalk thinking, "Hey, cars are gonna stop for me." He's invisible, so no one's gonna even know he's there. I was like, "That's a hilarious. Like that's ironic as fuck."
That belongs in the damn parody.
Yes.
All right, where we want to put this?
What
one?
is it?
I'm down for just meh. I just, like I said, I just love the concept of it. They didn't make it a horror based on demonology or shit.
I enjoyed it because it was basically one half of the two out of the two guys that made like Insidious and Saw, James Wan and Lee Winnell. It was Lee Winnell who made Invisible Man, and did one of the better Insidious movies. So I mean, like, as far as a movie goes, as far as like filmmaking goes, I think it's fucking great. But it's not a terrifying movie by any stretch.
No, it's more so just action. Drama.
It's very psychologically like messed up because of, like all the mental shit he's doing to her.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, this one's probably one of the more divisive ones, I'd imagine. The original It.
The original one sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Give me
the movie sucks. Tim Curry is amazing. That's the only thing that saves it for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'll agree with that. But I also don't like those 80s, early 90s. Like
it's 1990.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Early 90s.
I'm just saying this in the year.
I just don't like that. Like, it just seems like an old movie to me. You know, it might as well be black and white. You know what I mean?
It is old. You can tell.
Because like the kids portion of it's based in the 50s. So I mean,
like the acting isn't that always that great. It's just one of those movies. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Give me the remakes. The second one kind of sucked, but the first one that they remade is way better.
I say add It, the OG, and It #1 up in absolute classic. One.
Oh, I didn't even see the remake right next to it.
The remake itself became a classic.
I got chapter 1 and 2 for the new ones.
Chapter 2 I wouldn't throw up into classic, but
yeah, I just jumped all over the place. Brandon's gonna be mad.
We'll bring this one up.
I'm sorry. I honestly didn't even see those other ones sitting there.
There we go. Yeah, since we're trying to go in order with like the sequels and shit, we'll just throw those all together.
I think Cody hit it. Like, you have to call it the classic that it is, even though I don't like it. The remake, 100% a classic. And 2,
bloody fun.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
Yeah, they messed up with the old lady in the second one. She was so creepy, just being an old lady and just like long stares and weird pauses.
I thought
they
made
her like shift and turn. It was dumb.
Do you say classic for this one?
I would.
Yes, I would. I love that movie. They did the Georgie scenes so well.
Oh my god, they did that one justice. From the book,
that whole movie was good.
Like, the only thing that I really did not like in chapter 2 was how they ended it. They basically insulted him to death.
Yeah,
exactly. That's true.
But
wouldn't survive in today's world.
The book, the movies, like, they have never had good endings. If the movie was good, the endings were always meh at best.
True, you're not wrong there
but he even makes fun of that in chapter 2, because Stephen King has a cameo as like the shop owner.
In every one of his movies he does, I think.
But I mean, like,
he's like Stan Lee,
yeah, basically. But he's played the shop owner. He's like talking about the author Bill, and he's like, "Hey, your books were great, but your ending sucked." His own stuff.
I'll
right.
put chapter 2 up in Bloody Fun.
Yeah.
All right. Because
All
like
right,
it's got some of my
Brandon.
favorite actors in it, like James McAvoy. Like as soon as I heard he was in that, I gotta see it.
It does have some phenomenal actors in this.
Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader.
And Bill Hader.
Bill
did
Hader was a
amazing.
phenomenal. He did this horror movie so much better than I thought he ever would.
Yes.
And like
100%.
he's a surprisingly good actor. Like there's some dramatic parts for him when he's like just emotionally breaking down. I'm like, damn, I didn't know he had range like that.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we know he's funny. SNL, everything else he's done, like we know
And
he's
the dude-
hilarious. But
the dude who plays Pennywise, I forget his name.
Bill
Is-
Skarsgård.
Yes,
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
that
is
Skarsgård family,
Phenomenal.
Skarsgård whole family is talented.
Yeah. I
But
still every
are-
time I hear his name though, I just keep seeing him in Deadpool 2.
I feel like he was a guy from he was part of the cast in Lord of the Rings at one point. Like his name just sounds like he would be.
I think there might have been one of them in there. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. much about
Skarsgård.
that.
All right, and so everybody stop talking so Brandon can finally say his piece.
All right.
He's like, it was good.
I mean, I just talked about this maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know. It's like a family moved in, brand new house, whatever, Indian reservation. I think that's pretty much the fucking go-to of it. Kid, for some reason, likes to wander out in the fucking street because
Because he's a child. He
parents
was like
toddler.
what, 2,
Parents
3
don't wanna-
years old?
parents don't want to fucking watch him. Anyways, and he gets murked.
By a
semi.
semi. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Which
leave
you're
that
not-
part out. He didn't get hit
Which
by a
you're
Prius.
not. Yeah, I mean, you're not collecting him.
Yeah,
ever-
he's not in one piece after getting trucked by a semi.
You're bearing a garbage bag of parts.
Yeah. And then
Garbage bag of parts.
and then I mean, yeah, the kid, that gets buried and then starts murking the whole fucking family because he's possessed.
Oh yeah, and he cuts that dude's Achilles from under the bed.
Yeah, I
That
wrote
one
the
made me
scissors.
physically cringe every time.
No, it was a
Oh, that-
scalpel.
Yeah.
Oh, it was it? Yeah.
He
What,
just
I'm
He
thinking,
that-
bites his throat.
yeah, I'm
Ah.
thinking of what the fuck was it? House of Wax scissors.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh man,
Who was that old dude though that played that guy?
that was Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster.
Yes. He did awesome in that one.
Sometimes
I
that is better.
love
the one thing I don't like was what was it? I guess the mom and sister's backstory type deal. That was
Oh,
stupid.
she was actually kind of creepy though. The sister Zelda,
Oh yeah,
all like gnarled up and
yeah. Like she had like some disease or whatever, some illness type deal, and that was
like
super
a gnarled up skeleton, and she looked like a damn corpse. It was
Yeah, like, and then the
I
mom
don't
just
remember that.
she just books it out of the room, and she's fucking just like. I can't remember the mom's name.
Turned into a cat.
I don't remember either. But oh my
And then
God.
the mom stabs the husband in the back with a fucking kitchen knife.
We're still talking about
So-
the original Pet Cemetery, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
remember the second Pet Cemetery?
Oh my God.
The one with the dog, the Zowie, or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Had- It had
Yeah.
freaking Edward Furlong as the main kid, and freaking it had Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, and say I was like,
Uh,
I knew Mr. Krabs was in that motherfucker. He gets capped. He gets capped by that dog.
Wait,
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs was in it?
Clancy
Yeah.
Brown, the guy who played
Yeah,
Mr.
the
who
Clancy
voiced Mr.
Brown,
Krabs.
the-
He was like
yeah.
the main, like I can't remember if he was a cop or whatever.
He was a sheriff or
Oh,
something.
me money! Give me money! I'm bleeding
Where like the bullies are are fucking around with the kid with the bike tire, like he's putting it next to his face.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's the one who takes the fucking like dirt bike or whatever tire and puts it to the kid to the bully's face.
I didn't know that was Mr. Krabs, bro.
Yep.
That ruined my childhood.
SpongeBob, me boy.
Now you just picture the laugh while it's going down. All right, where are we gonna put this one?
If that's not classic, I don't know what is.
Classic. The
Classic.
first one, anyways. The
The
second
only-
one was so bad.
The
They
only
also
thing I
buried a
don't
cat
like
in
about
there,
the first
right?
one is the main guy's acting. He just feels boring to me.
Yeah.
But everything around
Yeah.
him was pretty good.
He is just a regular old pleb.
Like,
They
he's sitting
also
there talking
buried
next to he's sitting there talking next to Herman Munster, and like Herman Munster's acting his ass off, and he's just telling a story like it could be like the most dramatic story, but he's just telling it like he's so bored.
Was it the original that they buried a cat and it came back to life?
Yeah,
I believe
Church.
it was a cat as well. Yeah.
Winston Churchill was the cat's name.
Dude, you know so much.
I
Yeah,
know
you're-
stupid shit. That's my thing. I know stupid shit.
I knew the cat was black. That's it.
I think it was white, wasn't it?
I have no idea. I could have swore it was a black cat.
It was.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, I'm picturing it white.
No, it was. I'm pretty. It wasn't a black cat. It was a dark colored cat.
Or yeah, it might have been like a gray cat, but I
Yeah,
thought it
it
was a dark
could
color.
have been. Like it's been a minute.
It's-
I know-
having a black cat in a scary movie makes sense though.
Doc 1 point from my memory. Because
Yeah,
wow,
because you're dumb.
dude, my memory.
There's a song that's based off Pet Cemetery. It's pretty recent. It's by a band called Ice Nine Kills. It's called Funeral Derangements. It's like they got a whole music video and everything for it. Like it's fucking phenomenal. But like it's like half these movies on there they've got a song about. But yeah, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they've got a movie about a song about every one in the classic section. Probably about half the ones in Bloody Fun.
Wow.
They just make songs about old.
Their
scary
last
movies.
two albums were entirely concept albums called The
pretty
Silver
cool.
Scream and Silver Scream 2.
Content, dude. You don't have to make your own songs. You're like, hey, the storyline's already here.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, the song's already written. We just got to put music to it.
it's great. Like it's they did a song about American Psycho called Hip to Be Scared.
Yeah.
They got friggin' Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach playing Jared Leto's part from the movie where he gets murdered with an axe.
So
But,
looking at what's left,
right.
Insidious 2. Let's just talk about. We don't have to go through everyone. Let's just as a collection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Conjuring 1 and 2,
Yeah.
Insidious 1 and 2, Paranormal Activity 2. We can probably throw up there with number 1.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'm not even gonna like bother ordering these.
Yeah, that don't matter.
Yeah, we'll just.
All right, so Insidious.
Insidious was one of the scarier movies that I've seen, and
No, I don't know.
I think
Darth
Is-
Maul's cracked
is
out cousin of the main bad
Insidious-
guy.
is Insidious the one where they go into like the dream world.
Yeah, the further.
Oh, yeah. I love the Insidious movies.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were well done. I think the whole demon ghost thing is a joke, but
What's
thought
the
it was very well done.
what's the movie where the boy comes out of a cardboard box and he's all like fuck
Sinister,
Sinister.
which
Jesus.
is good too.
Yes, I don't know why
Ethan
that's
Hawke.
not up there.
I know.
But
Honorable mention, Sinister.
I think
1
they
and
went a
2.
little. The only thing I don't like about that movie is they went a little too overboard with the jump scares.
yeah, and that was the one where they showed the face of like the killer dude, the demon guy. But he
He
looked
looks
like
like the mask of I think Mick Thompson from Slipknot.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he does too.
Or it looks like the guy
Ooh.
from Saw grew up, got rid of the rosy cheeks, and ditched the tricycle.
Like
Billy?
Jeepers
Oh,
Creepers dead.
Jesus. All
But
right.
yeah, Insidious to me, I don't know if it would be bloody fun, but it's definitely the second category.
All right, we'll throw that in there.
Yeah, so I'm down with Bloody Fun.
We're returning for number 2.
Same.
Yeah, it's yeah, we'll just put those in the same category. We're just talking about basically the Insidious franchise.
Yeah, I didn't bother putting the other like 3 or 4 movies in, but
Yeah. Yeah, and I think they're all good. It's like
like they're all
Even-
pretty
even-
well acted.
yeah, even if they're the same movie throughout, like
Like, cause like Lynn Shay, the older lady in that, like she's phenomenal as her part, like in every one of them. Like even
that's the old lady. I'm trying to think of what she looks like.
They talk them through the dream, the further and stuff
Yes. She
And
just
was
has
doing
like
a lot of weird shit. I will
she
say
has
Yeah.
a
that.
creepy like vibe to her.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson.
There's a couple. We'll get into that at the end of this. There's a couple.
All right.
Wait, what about Kingpin?
The movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson, like with the bowling movie.
Oh, I love that movie, man.
She plays the creepy landlord that he has to screw to not be evicted.
That movie's a classic. We throw it up at the classic, Sean.
All right, we got 28 Days Later.
I gotta go classic. It's a not necessarily a zombie film, but it's
But it kind of is, yeah.
For all intents and purposes, it
yeah,
is.
infected type
It's
Once you
deal.
their-
get to like
yeah, their
28 months
take
later,
on
it
the
starts getting
zombie.
dumb. But
All
It's
right.
28 days and 28 weeks later. I don't know if there's a 28 months later.
28 months.
I think
28
someone was
years
joking
later.
about that, but I don't think they ever actually like seriously started making anything like that.
'Cause this was the first movie that I've seen. Fuck. I can't remember his fucking name. He's Peaky Blinders. His name.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, Cillian Murphy. Fucking
Yo,
fantastic.
can I just say the amount of knowledge that this guy knows is absolutely incredible.
Dude,
Yo, for him to just say, yeah, Peaky Blinders, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I figured
Right.
I figured he was talking about the main
Yo.
characters. I'm like, yeah, okay. Then as soon as he said that, I'm like, yeah.
I'm honestly impressed.
Because if you would have said like Batman Begins, the Scarecrow, he was that. He was in Red Eye. He was like,
Yo, everybody needs to give their props to Sean. This was a great
this is-
category for him.
this is
to be
all I
working
know,
on.
dude. This is all I know is horror.
this is what I do. What I
Pretty
do.
much, man. All right,
That's amazing. Anyways,
we got the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the first 3 of them.
yo, I could not read what that said, and I was trying to figure out what that first one says. To me, it looks like it says nudists.
Hey, it's a good porn. I love it.
And then the person on the bottom looks half naked. Like it all just made sense in my mind.
Yeah, let's see.
Uh,
Nightmare 1, 2.
I mean,
and-
it's Freddy. Like
Those are the 3 good ones. Like
it's Freddy. Like instant, not instant classics, but they are
no,
classics.
as far as the old school slashers, I feel like there's probably like as far as horror movies, that's probably the better one out of all. Like as far as like Halloween or Friday the 13th or any of those.
yeah. The storyline behind it was good. The guy was a pedo, got burnt by a village of angry mobs. Now he's
that's
coming
great.
back and haunting people's dreams.
They made the right choice though with as far as how they treated him, because like you all assume he's a pedo, but they never outright say it until
they
they did the
did
remake.
never say it. Yeah.
The remake, he wasn't a murderer until after he was killed. He was just a kitty diddler.
Yeah, that's it.
But I'm gonna say classic for this one.
Absolutely.
That's the one with Johnny Depp in it, right?
Yeah,
Where he
That's
gets
the one
fucking
where
stuck.
sucked
he gets
Sucked
sucked
into
into the bed.
Okay. I'd say, I mean, I'm all for all 3 of them being in the classics.
Same.
Oh yeah, as a whole, yeah.
I'm down.
But yeah, I mean, I hate Johnny Depp, but that movie was good.
I love Johnny Depp. Pirates of the
I know.
Caribbean.
That's the only thing that he was good in.
Never seen a single Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
That-
you're fucking missing
It's
out.
Caribbean, first of all.
It's Caribbean.
It's
Are
Caribbean.
we seriously gonna argue over this?
Yeah, I knew
It's
it
not
was.
on the list.
all the random crap we could argue about, and that's what we're going with, the
Hey,
pronunciation.
we don't have to stop these recordings. We're doing this.
6-hour videos.
Oh my god! All right,
Oh, that's funny.
now we got the Conjuring movies.
Again, I think they're just as good as the Insidious movies. I get kind of the same feel when I watch those movies.
I like the first 2. The third one's kind of meh for me,
That always happens though. Like the longer you go, the shittier.
which is weird
they
because
get.
I like the story that it's based off. The whole like court case of the devil made me do it,
Yeah.
but I feel like it was less of a Conjuring movie, more just like a courtroom drama.
And these are the ones Cody hates, right?
I don't like even Insidious. I think they're overrated. I don't like the whole ghost and demon things.
Again,
It doesn't scare me as a horror concept. I know none of that stuff is fathomably real. What scares me horror wise is like things that are based on true events could happen. I mean, a guy with a machete, it could truly happen, scares me more than
but you
demon
also
that'll
put
never be real.
Freddy Krueger in the classics.
That's because I watched it as a kid.
And
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like
I would
your
have like
logic is already busted there.
no,
Pet
my
Cemetery is
logic
a
as a kid
classic.
was out the window. I was scared of everything at night when I was a kid. So even for nostalgia, I'll throw Freddy Krueger up there.
No, I understand that,
But
but
I'm over the whole demon and ghosts movies.
I like
it.
it.
Did get played
I
out
like that
after a
stuff.
while.
but they're doing it better than anybody else is. It's not some stupid like bad CGI demon. You know what I mean?
Now, The Conjuring
it's
1
good.
is where the guy had a jar of eyelids and stuff, right?
I don't know about that.
I don't remember anything like that. They were it was like a farmhouse kind of thing. Like family was getting tormented by whatever spirits were there.
And they have like a teenage son that starts getting fucked with real hardcore.
I think that's the haunt in Connecticut.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yeah,
so.
you're right, Brandon.
Which
That
is
is
based
what
off the
I'm thinking
same
about.
story. Which is based with the same story that's based off of though.
Oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
Yeah.
So honestly,
I was gonna say jar of eyelids.
but yeah, I can't honestly remember too much of Conjuring. So this are your guys's.
I'm fine with putting it in Kill 2 Hours just because I don't think it's as good as Insidious because even I've seen it once or twice. I don't remember a whole bunch, but it is just the same as
I mean, in all
it's
fairness,
got
it
that
was-
old lady in it. It was creepy.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was made by the same people who did both movies. So
I think that's why I feel like I get the same vibe when I watch them.
yeah, at least the first two were James Wan movies. So, we putting all three of them in there, or we?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
All right.
Oh, I was wondering what that third one was.
Even I was.
All right. Now we got the original Friday the 13th.
Again,
Jason-
not a huge fan. Franchise got ruined for me.
This was the refresher. This was the one where Jason's mom's the killer.
Never seen it, so
Oh yeah, see, I don't even remember this one.
So
She
instead of
gets her head chopped off in the end.
what about just talking? Oh, which is why there's always his mom's head. That
Yeah.
makes sense now.
It's the one. This one where
Honestly,
she-
I don't
she
want.
survives.
I don't watch Friday the 13th because Jason scares the hell out of me, and I don't. It's all because of a dream I had episode.
Sean's
I
like,
think-
"Boo."
I think one or two. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a ghost. No, episode 1 or 2 as I explain it. But yeah, I mean, they are great movies though.
Honestly,
So-
like the original one though, for me was kind of it was kind of like low tier. Like I can respect its place, but at the same time, it's just generic as hell as far as like slasher movies go.
They went way they took the franchise and went way too overboard with it in general. Jason X, he falls
I
on
love that movie though. Like, it's one of those ones that is dumb fun for me.
dude.
What-
Yeah,
what-
it is dumb fun when he puts those campers in a sleeping bag and he's just beating them between the trees.
And they're making like in that movie, they're making Jason faces and hamburgers.
What was that?
Yeah.
that was Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, Jason Goes to Hell. That's right.
And he
Oh.
punches the
You can-
cook and fucking just knocks her teeth in.
Yeah,
Just-
that's
Yeah.
the one where that dude eats the heart of
Yeah,
Jason
yep.
and basically
Yeah.
brings him back to life.
Like
Yeah.
actual Jason's in that movie for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
In the end.
We need to figure out if it is a real thing. Morticians ever get like a weird thing in their brain to just be like, eat it, just
Yo.
take a bite. This is some guy's heart you have in your hand. Just take a bite. Like,
No,
Those weird intrusive thoughts.
yeah, call
No
of the
ma-
vo-
no matter how many there are, I think they're all just going to be bloody fun.
Yeah, I'm down for bloody fun.
They're all going to be the same movie, repurposed, recycled. but they're going to be a little bit better every time.
Yeah, I mean, like you can blow him up with a bazooka and the dude still lives. Like, yeah,
That's what I don't like. But I
I
don't
get it.
like the normal man, even though he's not a normal man.
Yeah, he stopped
who-
being quote unquote a normal guy after part 4, the final chapter.
Yeah. But then you have those crazy ones with Freddy versus Jason. You know, Freddy gets pulled out of a dream. If I'm doing that, I'm
Freddy
pulling
gets
hot
pulled up a
dogs out
dream
of
in
a
the
dream.
original Nightmare too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Nancy beats him in the original. She pulls him out of the dream and sets booby traps like freaking Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just movies, so I get it.
Yeah, it's really off the rails, but it's way most of those movies are. It's more of those popcorn movies.
We're
They're
more
not
generous.
hype route shit.
We're more generous than I thought we would be.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought
Oh,
a lot
God.
would go under just die already or meh.
I know. I'm
I'm not gonna lie. This except for a few of them. This is nothing like I expected was gonna happen.
Yeah.
it's also if you would have showed up like, you know, a bunch of movies I didn't know, or, you know, movies I've never seen, man, Just Die Already would be
But we
better.
got to choose the list, so it is
Exactly. We
And
cultivated
that's
the
why I
list.
left the list to you guys. I didn't bother adding any of mine because I figured if you've seen it, I've probably seen it.
Yeah.
And Sean's knowledge of movies, he'd be throwing ones out there we'd never seen. We just be
Yeah,
shitting
no, dude.
on all the movies
I watch a little bit of
he
everything.
loves.
Yeah. This was filmed in 1972. It's about a dog who ate
Trash.
a cat.
It's black and white. We're done. Let's
Yeah,
pack it up.
yeah, you're garbage. Acting sucks. Get it out of here.
I know you're making fun with that, but you're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. We got the last one on the list here. The remake of The Ring.
Garbage.
I'd never seen the remake. I just like the original one or two.
No, it's the American remake.
Oh, okay. So it is the
original one was
original
Japanese.
for us Americans. Okay.
Nah,
I
the only thing about The Ring that I want to watch is, isn't this the one where in Scary Movie she crawls out of the TV?
The well and the TV.
Cindy, yo,
Yeah,
TV.
and then gets her ass whooped by her. Yeah.
Cindy, the news is on. Another white bitch
This
fell out
bitch
of
getting
well.
my floor all wet.
Oh hell no! Starts taking off her earring.
Yeah. That's all I want to do. The Ring. I
Whole
don't
day,
care.
just
That and The Grudge is garbage.
I like the ring.
I'm in Just Die Already.
I'm in Just Die Already. I'm not a fan of it.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
oh
Where
shit.
where are you two at?
I was gonna say kills 2 hours, but
I was gonna
I'm
go.
gonna go top tier.
I'm down for just die already, though. I mean,
Well, wait.
franchise got bad quick.
Two for Just Die Already. Sean's in
kills 2 hours.
Kills 2 hours. Cody was in. You said meh
Yeah.
at first, so meh it is
All right.
what it evens out to, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I
like it.
the things I remember from that movie were like the death faces when they would show them all like gnarled up and shit when they died in the fight or whatever the hell it was.
When I think of something like that, I always think of when they show the guy who froze to death on Mr. Deeds on the mountain when he pops out of the casket.
Preston Blake just
Yeah.
on the top, had to airlift his ass off.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Put this sucker back in here.
Yeah. I like that list.
It's nothing like I expected it to be, but
Do we need to do any readjustments?
I wouldn't say readjustments. I was thinking like if there was an honorable mention that we didn't mention.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
know
guys were
Cody
talking
wanted to.
Hmm.
I know we mentioned a couple already.
I can't even remember the ones we already mentioned.
13 Ghosts.
Oh, 13 Ghosts. Yeah, that's right.
I wish I could just add more to it.
Sinister. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to go. Yeah, fucking.
Does anybody have a favorite that's not on here?
Oh, here's more of a psychological. You can put it as a horror, but I know we all like it. 7.
Oh, hell
Seven's
yes.
good.
That's
Seven's
one of my
good.
favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's it's one of those ones where it's weird to watch for me, just because like sometimes it's hard for me to like separate like the art from the artist with like Kevin Spacey. Well,
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Kevin
But
Spacey
like
was in
he,
that.
he was the bad guy. He was John.
he
He
was
was
the killer.
John Doe.
Yeah.
Was he? I don't remember
They
that.
they left his name off the opening credits, so you wouldn't know until he shows up in the movie.
No kidding. I don't even. I still can't even picture it.
Yeah, he's the one that just walks. He's in the lobby of the precinct, and he's just like,
You're looking for
detective.
me. He's covered in
that's
blood.
like-
You're looking for me.
I know a lot of people are going to hate this, but I liked House of Cards when it was on. Obviously,
was-
that was before you found out what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
wasn't-
again, like,
That was while
a
he
good
was
game.
doing what he was
Oh, he
but
was-
it was
apparently that
before
shit's been going
everybody
on
knew.
since, like,
doing.
But it was before everybody knew.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, and
Well,
then
yeah.
that comes out, and you're like, I get he was a bad dude. Like, it is what it is.
That's
But I
like
would still watch that.
what's
It's
that
still a
rapper that
good
likes
show.
peeing on people? His music's still
R.
good.
Kelly.
It doesn't matter what he did. He's
R.
a
Kelly.
yes. Good music, but you look at the person, you're like,
I can't. I couldn't. I can't listen. I've never been a huge fan of his. Like, I think the only song that I know by him was I think the "I Believe I Can Fly" thing from Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you would know a lot more if you heard it, like remix.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's the only one that comes to mind. Like, I know I know I've heard more,
Yeah.
but I just don't. He's just kind of one of those. He's not bad, but as a
He's
musician,
bad. Yeah. He's not
Anyone
bad,
have
but
any-
he's bad.
caveat: as a musician, he ain't that bad.
not a bad musician, horrible person.
I think that's what you have to do, like separate who he is and what he made as
Because like
art.
with Spacey, like two of my favorite movies of all time, Seven and Usual Suspects, he's a big part of them.
Oh, I got another one. You guys might remember it. It's called Fear.com or Fear
Oh
Dot.
God, with friggin' Steven Dorff, friggin' Deacon Frost in that movie.
I know the name, but I can't
Deacon
think
for the
of-
guy who played in Blade.
Yeah.
He was in Fear.com.
Mhm.
I
It was a
don't
killer
remember.
website. You logged into it, and basically you were haunted by this friggin' spirit or whatever the hell.
It was like your biggest fears came to you, right? Or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah. I don't remember him being in it.
Remember,
He was the detective or cop or whatever that was like the main guy.
remember the killer video game? I cannot. It's got Frankie
Stay
Muniz. in
alive.
it. What is it?
Stay alive.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, where you played the video game. Oh my
Where it's like
god.
the Blood Countess.
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot about that.
However you died in the game, that's how you died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that
Wow.
actually.
That
Holy
blew my mind. Yo.
Wow.
I honestly want to go back and watch that again because
I do too.
something like that is completely off the walls. Awesome.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but at this point, I feel like if they ever had a horror themed episode of Jeopardy, I would kill it.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
Literally.
I was gonna say literally.
Okay. But
Wow.
Wow.
My mind just got blown.
I'll stay alive. That's crazy.
What a callback. Wow.
Right.
Like that. I haven't thought about that movie in so long.
Oh yeah.
it showed up in my recommendeds when I was looking up the posters for these. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I remember that one.
Ooh,
Wasn't
another
there-
one. Bone Collector 1 and 2.
Never saw it.
With Denzel.
No, I may be thinking of the wrong one.
That's Bone Collector. No, you're thinking the Collector and the Collection.
Yes. Thank you, Sean. Those were great. Where the dude would go in and sabotage the whole house and just collect humans.
I'm convinced that's Kevin McAllister grown up from Home Alone.
Dude, that'd be crazy. Just it's a dark, twisted Kevin McAllister. My parents left me alone. Now look what happens.
That's awesome.
Like, oh, I love those.
In the
movies, though.
sequel, he like does that thing to the whole nightclub, like it just mauls everybody.
Oh
yeah.
Isn't there a movie about like a killer text or something?
Killer text.
Like you get a text.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cell phone type deal.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
there's
link or-
one called One Missed Call,
That's the one I'm thinking of. Exactly.
where you get that random ringtone,
Yes.
and it's a voicemail. It's like basically the sounds of you dying.
Yeah. Yep.
That
That's
one was
great.
another freaking remake too. That was originally a Japanese movie too.
We steal everything from there, so whatever.
What happens
Is-
when you're back World War champs?
Oh
I love this list.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
can't think of any
watching-
more.
Or if you're listening and want to see what our list contains you can always check it out on YouTube to see the video.
And honestly, I could probably save this, and we can like upload it to the Facebook or whatever the hell. Like it'll actually have just the actual list right here.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But I think that's a good list there. My power's flickering for some reason, so I might be
Pulse.
offline sooner than later.
It's Pulse coming at you.
Yeah,
Oh, you were mentioning Lights Out earlier, so there we go.
I'm dead. I'm dead. So I mean, I'm good with that. We can end it here if you guys want.
All right.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
down.
All right.
I got a couple complaints, but I'll submit them later.
Yeah. P.O. Box, no one gives a shit.
How do you spell that?
You gotta spell each individual word there because we're a little slow.
A little.
I was trying nice.
Well, this whole podcast is on a spectrum, so
Let's put it lightly.
we all have different complaints about that sentence that Sean just said. Cody said a little.
right.
Oh,
All right, I'm good. You can go ahead and do the outro if you want.
all right. Well, that was another episode. You can find me at the Graveyard on YouTube and Facebook. Cody.
Find me at Ballers on a Budget Draft Turnapalooza. Corey.
I didn't think you were gonna do that. I'm actually proud. Sports Beast, SPORTZ Beast on Facebook and YouTube. Always new content coming out. Brandon.
Brandon at the Graveyard, Facebook and YouTube with Sean.
8 points, but he's not over there. Thanks for watching another
He's on-
episode. Watching and or listening. I said watching last episode too. Watching and listening to another episode of the Manic Minds podcast. We'll see you on the next one.